Okay. Test on the mic. Can you hear me now? Test. Test on mic 1, 2. Thank you, guys. I just hadn't plugged it in all the way. I guess I didn't connect it. I don't know why my thing is like so not staying here. Oh my goodness. So happy Saturday. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Welcome in, friends. Oh my goodness. It has been such a busy, crazy last few days. It's like it's a lot to process. Twisted fish or chick is like, I made it. Oh my goodness, y'all. Katie Santry is live right now, and the Bolesky is with her. Sorry, just got to get my headphones. I hate when it squishes all the hair in my ear hose. Anyway. Hi, Southern Belle. It's been such a long time since I've seen you, friend. How are you? Y'all, I legit almost canceled tonight's live to go watch Katie Sentry have the Bolesky over at her house right now, live doing a seance.
Good morning.
If you accidentally come up to the panel, I'm muting everybody right away when they come up to the panel, just in case. But if you're not, just unmute yourself and say, "Hey, I really mean to be here." Hi, what's up, Cocoa Puff? Courtney's in the house. 2 Courtneys are in the house. So again, if you come up to the panel and you mean to be here, just unmute yourself and say, "Hey, I mean to be here." We are already 150 souls strong in tonight's live. When you come in, you know what to do. We can't say the word anymore, darling, but you know what to do to get it all out there. You know, and we already have 3-point-something thousand likes. Wow, let's see if we can get to 20. We are going up so fast, so quickly. Thank you, guys. We are part of TikTok's promotion of Podcast on Live. We are live every Saturday night between 10 p.m. and midnight. We normally have a guest booked for Saturday nights, but I'm finding that nobody wants to book with me. So it's just me and you, which is me and the panel tonight, talking about the events of the last few days. What's up, Guru?
Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I have no idea. I was laying next to my phone and Courtney was like, reached over and tapped a couple things and put me on your live.
Of course she did. That's why I love
I'm like, what
her.
are you doing? And I was like, I'm on the panel. All right, okay. Oh my goodness.
You can leave if you want to. That's
Say hi,
fine.
Courtney.
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm like, did you just throw me up on a panel out of nowhere? Oh, I swear I had the phone just laying next to me.
I think we're all just like delusional from no sleep and like stress.
I was
my
laying there
gosh.
resting, and I was like, she put you on my phone. And I was like, okay, I'm listening to Stephs live, all right. And then all of a sudden I'm on the panel. I'm like, okay, here we are. Let's do it.
Well, anything new going on in the neighborhood?
Praying that Jay does not come by and pick me up.
Let's talk about that.
No, I was
You and
terrified.
Jay went on a little field trip last night, and you found yourselves at the pool that Chris Skinner lost his life at. And when you come up on the pool, there was still a police officer there.
Yes.
Now, I heard today you spoke with a neighborhood resident who did not want to be on camera, and they said that they had been in and out there all day. I did hear today that it had to do with something a lot nearby in the neighborhood that had nothing to do with JP. I don't believe that for a flat second.
No, they were in the parking lot of the pool too, and just right along the side of the pool. So I don't believe that either.
Yeah. And they've also stated that the incident across the road from the entrance to JP's neighborhood also has nothing to do at all with JP.
I spoke to, I can't say who, but they said at this time they have not found a connection. So.
Sigma says apparently they weren't there. They weren't there where? Someone said the officer lives there? In the are you talking about in the neighborhood? What's up, Melissa? Yeah, Cocoa Puff. That's all I'm pointing out is there sure are a lot of coincidences. The officer lives there by where Chris Skinner used to. If you want to come on up to the panel, just request it. What's up, Courtney? Did Guru get your phone and put you on the panel?
No. Babe,
You have reached a number that has been disconnected.
it was more than one. It was more than one, right? It was like 7 that Jay saw.
Yes.
Because I get
No.
that they're saying the Horry County one lives in the neighborhood. But
Now, if the Horry County one lives in the neighborhood, why was he in the truck with it still running?
Hey y'all, what I heard was that it was his squad car, and then he had a pack of squad cars with him, which that doesn't make sense either. Why would he have 6 squad cars with him?
They weren't squad cars; they were unmarked cars. They were
Right.
the black SUVs and the Tahoes.
Yep. So I'm thinking
one
that
of
it's
them
way too
was
big of a coincidence.
One
Yeah.
of them was like the gray Acura SUV that they had over at JP's house yesterday.
and don't get me wrong, I like Robbie Harvey, but he's not here. So I understand he made a video saying no police were there, but he's not here. So
Exactly.
He made a video saying that no police were at the pool. Or what video? What kind of no police were where?
I think he mentioned that in one of his videos.
Oh, I've been so busy. I've not watched this stuff, so I don't know. But
So Robbie said that it was a neighbor's police car. And then I read somewhere else that the police neighbor said that there was a squad. It was his squad that was there. But that doesn't make sense either. Why would he have a squad at the complex?
If it was his squad, they'd be Horry County vehicles.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll drive by there tomorrow and see if there's a cruiser there. But that cruiser still had its lights on and the motor was still running, and he was sitting in it when we passed by him and turned into the parking lot.
it's just all sorts of coincidences. I'm quite concerned. JP sure does have a lot of coincidences around him. Now, tomorrow morning is going to probably be the most interesting protest I've seen yet. There's still a protest as far as I know. What do you anticipate for tomorrow? Do you think it's going to be less attendance or more attendance or just about the same at the church?
I don't know, but it's going to be so exciting. I am going to have Courtney and Rose out there filming for me. And I may need everybody to get some bail money together for Courtney.
Maybe don't say that.
Huh?
We got her.
Lord. Hold on a minute. I'm getting a panel request. Chelsea is in the house. What's up, Lindsay? What's up, Melissa? You guys know what to do. We are already at 30,000 likes. That is crazy. Remember that you might see a little blue banner right up here at the top, right above, right about where my finger's at. If it's blue and it says podcast on live, you can click that and you'll scroll down and you'll see me and some other creators. Make sure you give them a follow to support them. We all have the same manager. We're all on the same team with one common goal, and that is to bring y'all together. Welcome in, Chelsea. How are you doing? How's anybody else doing?
I am doing okay.
Thank you. I got my green things on tonight, matching my green shirt. Thank you for using your stickers. Oh my goodness. Tonight's live go, we're already 50% of the way there, is live on air. And I'm going to pin it in case you want to send one. Donna Dillard says, I have a feeling this Sunday will be that JP doesn't show. I think he will not be there as well. I just really don't. Whoa, thank you, Sunshine and El Cause and all you awesome people. Look at y'all making my goal already. You guys are amazing. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Yes, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe these match, and I put it on, honey. What's up, Semper Fi Crimes in the house? Some people are saying they think that the protest will be busy. I believe that we will see an attendance record, because really for the first time, first of all, let me say this. Come on. It's Saturday night. Let me turn my headphones up. I'm having a little trouble hearing myself. So I'm going to say this. I was shocked to come on the Ticker Talker last night. And I respect everybody's opinion, okay? I really do. But I was shocked to scroll through the TikTok and finding people on live shows having the same conversation that they had the day before and every day prior since finding out about Micah's passing. Same conversation, even though the FBI raided the home. Same people, same conversation, same table. What is it going to take, folks? Panel?
Well, you know the FBI really wasn't there.
They're in denial.
Someone literally said the FBI does not have lettering like that on their shirt.
Yes, I saw a comment. I saw a comment on a TikTok where they were trying to insinuate that those were like paid actors or something, because the FBI does not have FBI on their shirts.
Wow.
Hey, Steph.
Hey.
And they're definitely
That's
not
actually-
investigating.
Go ahead, Greta.
That is actually why I'm up here. I don't get up on panels a lot, and actually when I have, I did get screen recorded. I'm not one that normally likes the attention of it, but what the hell, let's just see what happens. But I've been observing, sitting back, just kind of observing the patterns, behaviors. In the past 24 hours, there's just been a lot of BS out there and things being said. And I just want to start this off by saying that I am not accusing anyone of this. I am saying if it is not an issue now, I foresee in the future of this being an issue, not just in the Micah Miller case, in a lot of true crime cases, we're seeing very bad behavior. And, you know, I think people need to step back and they need to be careful. And they need to be careful about who they align with. Because I do think at some point in time, this app, if not already, is going to be used to spin the narrative, to maybe use it to keep people from coming forward. If you notice in high profile cases, a lot of witnesses will not come forward until the FBI is in and press charges, and then they come out of the woodwork. And that's due to fear. And you see, if it, in the Micah Miller case, other cases, missing people, the people that are covering these cases are getting attacked. Robbie Harvey has been screaming the FBI's and investigating from very early on. People have called him, they've called him a liar. It's constant spin the narrative.
Yeah.
And I do think at some point this is going to end up crossing the line. If it hasn't already, my personal opinion, this is going to cross the line where there may be legal ramification for some people's actions. And, going after people. And because where does it cross the line to where there's witness intimidation? If there's an arrest made and people start coming forward and they express that they were afraid to come forward because of behaviors happening on TikTok and, people being doxxed, people being outed, CPS being called, things like that, there's going to be a case that's going to start it all where law enforcement steps in and says, this is not okay. And I see that coming. I'm not saying with Micah Miller, but I see more and more that this could really be used to intimidate people in the future. I think we're headed in that direction.
You mean as far as because he spoke about the FBI having an investigation?
I think anybody that is bringing out things, and I'm not saying that this is in Robbie Harvey's case, but we're going to use this as an example. Say, for instance, people.
Oh, Candy's warm.
Hold on just a second. There we go. Go ahead.
Okay. Say, for instance, because Robbie Harvey said he was talking to witnesses, spoke to witnesses, but people are, a lot of people are scared to come forward if they do have information, especially if somebody's well connected. They know information about a possible crime committed. They heard something, saw something. They're a little bit apprehensive, but if there's a creator out here saying, I've talked to several people that have been interviewed by the FBI, that may cause more people to come forward with what they know. But then if you have that same creator getting attacked and getting, his credibility coming into question and things like that, it just seems like what road are we headed down? It seems like it's a slippery slope when all the things that have happened in this case, other cases, people covering cases, and there's a group of people that come after them for, covering things. I just think, to me, I think we're headed, just look at over the past 24 hours, threats being made, threatened to report this person for this and that, and then the threat of legal action. I think,
Right. Well, here's my stance on it. The day that we wake up in this country and we say that someone doesn't have the right to speak, we have lost everything that our Constitution was built on. And I'll tell you that the FBI doesn't care how many content creators say the FBI is coming. They will come when they are ready. They do not watch Robbie Harvey. They do not care about Robbie Harvey. They don't care about me. They don't care about Eric the PI, and they don't care about True Crimery. They are focused on seeking justice for Micah, and I think that is what's happening now. And so, do I feel like somebody should leak FBI information? I totally don't think they should leak it. I agree that if creators don't want to be sued, they shouldn't leak confidential information. Totally agree on that. But I don't think he's really leaked anything other than stating that there is an investigation. And so that's just
Yeah,
kind of
I'm
my opinion on
not
it.
that. Yeah, I'm not talking about the true crime creators.
Yeah.
I'm talking about people that are coming after them. Is what I'm speaking on.
It's their burden to prove, and it's their dime to spend.
Yeah. My thing is when are these, is this and I know people are confused by what I'm talking about, and maybe I think too in depth about things, but, my concern is that this could, if it hasn't already, turn into a tactic that defense teams use, because there is so much information that comes out on these apps about these cases that brings awareness to this, that helps keep it out in the forefront, and seeking justice for people. And when does it cross the line to where people are trying to shut others down that are seeking justice? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm just kind of keep reading comments. Somebody, I hope I've got some lots in there. I already see some smarty panties. You better get out here. I totally agree on a lot of that. I just feel like a lot of people want to say, well, you better watch out because so-and-so's going to come after you and sue you. And I just say, well, if you feel like you are, in your true of heart, and you're really trying to just bring awareness, and you're only stating factual information, people will get you in a heartbeat for stating misinformation if it's done purposefully. But I just don't want, because the Constitution was not built on people going to college for a journalism degree to make sure they look great on the 6 o'clock news. We are coming into an era of time in 2024 where people depend on their news from media, and it's up to the people to research and figure out who they can trust and who not to trust. Y'all know some people don't go in their lives. You know what I mean? It's just all about the drama and this and that and the other. But some people's lives are very informative, and long gone are the days of Dan Rather. And so we have to have an acceptance and come to an understanding that media is a free form of expression now and is not a profession per se. And so I want everybody to know that they are all a part of the media, because how would we have known? People walked out of their house and started filming, their media. And so I think that when they know they can use the fear tactic to keep true crime content creators, any kind of content creators, quiet, we need to start questioning how strong our freedom of speech really is.
I completely agree with that. And, I'm looking at this as an angle. If it were my daughter sitting back watching anybody that was trying to stand for her getting bashed, things being said about them, personal things being brought out about them, it would bother me. It would really bother me to watch people that were fighting for justice for my daughter to be treated that way. Um, and that's where I was going with this. Where do those behaviors cross a line in trying to intimidate somebody from raising awareness about somebody who lost their life, somebody's daughter, somebody's wife, somebody's mother? And it's just sad that it seems to be a common theme that I've seen a lot of people that are standing behind justice for Micah, that people have come for the jugular on them and come with completely personal things, bringing out personal things to try to shut people down. And it is something that bothers me a lot because Micah could be any one of our daughters. Micah could be any one of our mothers. She deserves the truth. Her family deserves the truth. And there's so many brave men and women on this app that are seeking that truth, but they have been attacked relentlessly. And you're correct. You have freedom of speech, but somebody else's freedom of speech ends, Steph, where your freedom of speech begins. And, it's that is my biggest concern. I've seen a lot of it in the past 24 hours, and it bothers me. It bothers me to see people fighting for justice, keeping their names out there, keeping us informed. I listen to your lives every day, and just to see with every creator that is fighting, Guru's been attacked, Robbie Harvey's been attacked. Multiple have been attacked. And that was my point. I know that got confusing and people weren't understanding where I was going. But it does, for me, it does worry me how far this is coming with people going after people that are just trying to find out the truth behind what happened.
Well, I've said all along that I don't, and I respect everybody's opinion either way, but I wasn't there. I don't know for sure what happened to Micah on that day. But I have said I feel like JP is guilty because of the actions that he has done. I felt led up to the actions of whatever happened that day. And I've said that from the beginning. And a lot of people are talking in the comments right now, and I can see you talking about whether or not why they were there, where did that come from? From what I understand, while we were on live, it came from Fitz News. Has it been verified? No. It has not been verified why they were there. There's still the other option that they were there for financial reasons. We know that Micah turned him into the IRS in the week leading up to her passing. And so it's a total possibility. But, and we do, well, I saw it. I did see the old text message Robbie got back in July and all that. And that's all good. And I'm sure he's right, and Fitz News and all them people are right. But there's always a chance that it could be financial. Still, my opinion will not change. Still, Micah's list does not change. So you can sit around the same table, having the same conversation about what you've said all along and how you meant it and try to twist the narrative. But at the end of the day, I feel like that man's actions, my alleged personal opinion, led to the demise of Micah, whether it be by his own hand, by verbal hands, or by verbal abuse leading to mental illness, leading to the day that she passed. Okay. That's why my fight for Micah has been so strong since, I mean, like, what is it, like a week after something happened to her, I started reporting on this because something didn't feel right. Something didn't sound right. I got all fired up and started looking into this, and it just reminded me of so many things I saw growing up as a kid between my own parents. And I'm like, it's just behaviors that I recognize. And I'm praying that either way, a justice is done to whatever is happening there, whether it's financial or Micah. Marinus's mental torment, been through it. His end goal was her not being on this earth one way or the other. So that's an important part. Excuse me. Of this whole point, and that is why would there be a sanction in the FBI of such a clause if it didn't happen? Did they just make up this rule last week just to make John Paul Miller mad, or did they have to already pretty much state their case and go to a court to get a court-ordered search warrant to go inside this man's house? And how funny, he left only 2 or 3 minutes or so, just a few minutes before their arrival. Yeah, there's a lot of suspicious things happening there in Myrtle Beach. Wild About Dreams says JP took away her free choice to take meds or not, and her choice to live. The panel is open. Go ahead and request. If you come up to the panel and you don't have much to say, I'll be letting you down to rotate in people who do have something to say and want to speak. Hi, Justin.
How's y'all's night going?
Good. How are you?
Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I'm good. I was on here last night. My phone died. I apologize. I was just thinking about what you just said. Yes, I was thinking about what you were just saying. The FBI, I'm assuming John Paul is he's a pastor. That's what his title is. He has a church. FBI going to a pastor's house and raiding it, they got something that they're looking for. And I don't know, it's big. It's big. They're just not going to show up at a pastor's personal home for nothing. And so whatever he's got himself into, what goes on in the dark is about to come out in the light. Mm-hmm. And I think everybody on this panel will have the last laugh at Mr. Miller before it's said and done.
That's right.
And so I just wanted to shout that out real quick because it's been been listening to you talk, and that's just all. The only thing that keeps going through my mind is the FBI. It's just kind of like how the FBI raided Puff Daddy's house. And, a couple months later, look where he's at tonight.
Yeah.
It'll all come out in the light what Mr. Miller's been doing. Mm-hmm. I'm curious to see how his congregation reacts to at the church tomorrow. That's what I'm really curious to see.
Somehow I imagine that they will all walk in, which you should have a forgiving heart as a Christian, but that don't mean you should never ask any questions. So
you can't walk in blind, though. People can't just be blinded to the fact. I mean, he's all over social media. If I'm in Dallas, I can only imagine the coverage that's where he's at.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole thing, since she's done, ever since day one, this has went down. I don't think I have went a day without hearing Micah's name throughout TikTok or throughout something. And that's pretty awesome. Because here we are months after this happened, and it's still justice for Micah like it was yesterday. That's pretty awesome, man. Y'all got a good community.
Yeah. I think it's
Really
because
do.
Micah has touched so many lives with her story of surviving domestic abuse. And I think that is a willing testament to give other women who have been through it and people who are going through it to recognize the signs and to talk about their stories and hopefully save people from going through it in the future.
I agree with you. Has anybody seen or has John Paul has he commented or anything since this all happened?
I can't say.
Oh, you can't?
He has to somebody. And of course, you know, I can't talk about that, but he did. John Paul.
John, send us a message.
John Paul, I'll put it this way. John Paul is being John Paul. He's not done a thing wrong, honey. Not nothing.
Well, you know what? In his little world, in his box, he hasn't. But I think, like I said, I know that I've had my fair share of trouble with the law, and at the time, I was in the storm. I didn't do nothing wrong either. I was innocent too. They're crazy. It's everybody else's fault but mine. You know? And so
Yeah.
I just pray to God that everything that is done in the dark with that man will come to light. And it's bits and pieces is coming out, and people like you and all the other creators that are on top of him, you know, it'll come out.
We had a show on TikTok's official live page some days ago. And you never know what kind of questions are going to be asked. And so TikTok asked me if I could cover, it was kind of an oxymoron statement. It confused me because they said, if you could cover a fictional true crime story, what would you cover? And then I was like, so I'm confused. I mean, I just answered honestly what was in my heart. And I had, JP on my mind. I just couldn't say his name, of course. I said, I wouldn't, how can you cover a fictional true crime? Because true crime is true, for real.
Right,
and so I said I would not cover a fictional true crime story because at the end of the day, I want to cover true crime to give people a platform to tell their truth, because I want to find the truth. At the end of the day, I am a truth seeker. And so I feel like we have come a long way, but now we're going to start seeing some of the truths come out. Whether he won't, no matter how he can spin it, no matter how many sermons he can preach, the truth is the truth is the truth at the end of the day. Y'all, we have already 66,000 likes. Who told me I would wake up one day and have 66,000 likes in a live in a matter of 40 minutes? I would have said, you're cray cray. Thank you guys so much.
Stephs.
Hi.
Hey, you are awesome. Everybody that has been on this since it all come out. It got to me because where Micah was found, it's right down the road from me. But thank you, Steph. Thank you for everybody that continues to do this and follow the case. And I hate that. Yeah, there is like people that go after the true crime community because this, that, whatever. I don't care. I don't get in for the drama. But as old guy said, that just spoke, whatever is done in the dark will come to light, and bits and pieces are coming to light now. Like we don't know what the FBI, I was asleep yesterday, last night, didn't even know all this was going to. I got on tonight, and seen all this, and I was like, oh gosh. Okay, I got to go down and see what's going on. But anyway, yeah, we don't know what the FBI, like the warrant exactly was for, because nobody knows. But there has to be a reason that a judge granted the FBI to have the warrant to go into his home and get all whatever they brought out. But
Let me talk about that. Let me do my little thing here. We have a guru left. I don't know if he's still in here or Courtney, but they love it when I do this. We were laughing about this last night. Listen, I love it. I love saying it. Okay, there's 673 souls in the room. Tonight's live goal. We have made it, you guys. Let me set up this new live goal because I have something to say about that. Let's do some panther claws, and I'm going to confirm it, and then I'm going to pin it, but not before I tell you guys that we have had a few new subscribers tonight. Thank you guys so much. If you are in this room right now and you want to become a subscriber, all you have to do is hit that button down there. You get sub only lives. You get to see moments of my personal life that only you get to say. You get to use stickers that I upload into the chat, like you can see some of them using the custom stickers. You get to a exclusive Discord invite. So I will send you an invite link. You can come over to the Discord. We chat throughout the day. You can submit case ideas. We can play farm games together. I was checking out the farm game in there and all sorts of good little things. And thank you for sending that, Melissa. Melissa gifted a subscription. You guys can gift them too, if you can. We are on a Subway. If we get 3 more subscribers in the next few minutes, we will unlock extra features. And well, Texas, there is a video in the subscribers only section that has a Discord link in the comments. So you guys can go there and watch it. But if it doesn't work, you can send me a message. If you're a new subscriber tonight and you have trouble finding it, just send me a message. It may take me a little bit, but I'll eventually get to you, okay? Now, back to what we were talking about. Okay. Somebody remind me.
the FBI, if it's like we don't know what the FBI, like the warrant was actually for, to raid his house. Well, to go in and collect all the evidence, because I've seen the red tape and everything on boxes, a computer screen that I've seen. Yeah. So, Steph, you might know. I don't know if you know or not.
Yeah. They did grab at least 2 computers that we know of. And there was something really important. Honey, you know how it is. I'll remember in a minute and we'll talk about it. Oh my goodness. Doggy Lover's a subscriber. Thank you to that new subscriber. Melissa sent a subscription. Thank you. I just wanted to let y'all know. Thank you for that. Tonight's live goal is 10 panther claws, and we already have 4 of them, and I'll get that pinned. Now, I see you sending subscriptions. Wild About Dream. Brenda Lee is now a subscriber. Thanks to Wild About Dreams. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Janet Webb. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to try to get caught up on some of the comments and keep talking, panel. If you want to come up to the panel, please request and I will let you up. I will let you up trusting that you are going to speak.
Can I say something, Steph?
Sure.
Hi. My name's Karen. I don't really go up on panel very often, but this is my second time being up on a panel about Micah. And I just wanted to say that I was at work. I'm a preschool teacher, and I was at work yesterday when I had scrolled and saw the lives of JP's house being raided, and I literally broke down into tears. I've been following Micah's case since the very beginning, since all of us have, since April 27th, or well, the next day whenever JP's announcement came out. And I've been watching the protests. I haven't missed a single Sunday except for last Sunday because I had something to do with my son. But I just wanted to say I have so much respect for you, Steph, and Guru and Courtney, and just all of the true crime and media creators that have really stuck with this case for true justice for Micah, because I'm an empath and I can read people, and I really have like figured out how to weed out the good from the bad on this app. And it's just truly an amazing moment yesterday, and I still feel it today. It's about Micah, and I truly feel like justice is coming, and I'm just so grateful. And I'm just so grateful for all of you who are you're courageous, like just even just me, I've been blocked from a certain someone's account on here, and I literally don't do anything, because people do take it real life, and it's so scary, and it shouldn't be that way. We're all just here for justice and trying to do the right thing. And I just wanted to say my piece, just how happy I am that, um, finally, we saw some semblance of justice being started. So, and I just wanted to thank you guys, and I'm just happy. That's all. Thanks,
Aw.
Steph.
Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you coming up here. It takes a lot of courage to come up on a panel when you're not used to coming up, and your kind words. This is why I do it, folks. You guys, your encouragement. There is a lot of drama and a lot of hate on this app. Sometimes I think, how can people really exist on the earth like that? But it's all of the good comments and all of the good people that keep me going, and you inspire me, and so because of y'all's inspiration, I'm able to do what I do.
I
Keep
just like to
shining.
say, I just like to say we got 676 souls in the room.
You gotta say souls.
Souls, honey, souls.
Souls. There you
Them
go.
souls. Like, see, Steph is a good one. Ain't no drama going on, but I'll back her 1,000%. Somebody comes after her. Yes, I did do a video. We're not going to talk about that right now, but anyway, I love some Steph, and I love everybody that is right on putting all their hard work into putting stuff out there on this app to bring justice for Micah. Because what if nobody did and it would have went away? We wouldn't have seen what happened when the FBI raided JP's house. We like and none of this. I don't think none of this would have came about if it wasn't for the true creators on here bringing awareness to Micah's case, not only to Micah's case, but to all others that are out there. So, thank you. Thank you, Steph. Keep doing your, and baby girl, you look very beautiful with your hair, in the this morning when I seen the video, honey, you look good with your robe and your hair, whatever. Okay, don't worry about what your hair look like. You look cute.
I woke up
But,
this morning and I said, I'm so tired. I don't even care. Everybody needs to know I'm going to do it.
yeah, because like me, I wasn't on TikTok, so I didn't know it until I scrolled and there you were telling it, and I was like, oh gosh, like
Yeah.
okay, all right, 10 o'clock, here we go. I gotta catch up on the news, but yeah, thank you for everything that you do, and I hate that some people just bring drama and try to talk crap about you guys or ever who the creators is doing true crime. Like, stop. We're grown on here, some of us, but anyway, mm, I can't wait until the day comes where let me go. Just like that. It's gonna put a smile on my face when he goes down because can I ask this question? Is it right that the name of the church is being changed?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Do
All
you know
right.
what it's being changed to?
Yeah, something about water. The
Mm-hmm.
water. Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay. I might have to mute right now, okay? Because,
Okay.
ooh,
I think
mm,
I think a lot of us have to mute for that part.
Hey,
mhm.
Michelle.
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you last night for bringing in Micah's mom. It was so great to come in and to be able to talk with her. And I just want to say you've done such a commendable job on this case, and I'm so glad to see that you are getting what you put into it. And I hope that it's just nothing but good things for you from here.
Aw, Michelle, thank you. Everybody make sure you follow Michelle and NC Country. Everybody, make sure you're following everybody on the panel. These are really great folks. Put out really great content. So make sure you go follow them and throw them some roses and some, whatever you can and show them some love, of course. Let me go and see who else. I am going to not accept you, kind sir. Your name is not giving me good vibes. Thank you. Welcome up.
I'll drop down so you can have more people up. I'll talk to you later, Steph.
Okay. Thank you, Michelle. You're welcome to stay as long as you want.
Maybe I'll hang out for a little bit then.
Yeah, it's totally up to you. I'm not getting a whole lot of requests tonight. Hello, Mike Malone. Did you mean to come up to the panel?
Yep.
Okay, hey. How are you?
Doing good.
Do you have a question?
Just wanted to check a little bit.
Okay, I don't think that person meant to come up. I'm not exactly sure. We will let them think about it for just a second while I go back over here to the panel. Oh, snap! My girl's coming up to the panel, Miss Ashley from the band Hennessy. Yeah!
Justice for freaking Micah!
Oh, yeah! I knew you was going to be celebrating.
Oh my goodness!
She done got me. I'm turning it all up now. Girl.
Have mercy, y'all!
To God be the glory tonight.
Ooh.
You want to talk about the spirit of Jesus? Come on now.
Let's go, honey. Let's go. Micah is killing her
Our
father.
Lord serves. Our Lord is good always. Don't use that Lord's name in vain, JP Dan Miller. Get out.
That's right.
Get out of here. Bye.
The devil, my mama always says, you tell the devil to go back to hell where he belongs. Was JP? Oh, let me.
JP Miller's sermon was the devil.
Oh,
The devil.
listen. Micah's telling her story through these creators, through everybody that's on here comment that got that feeling something was off. Like me, I knew something was off.
You
Oh,
look
40
how we
minutes
turn
down
out
the
bunch of
road.
bunking and coon ass when we hop up on this
Well,
line for Stephanie.
honey,
We get all
I'm
turned up and shit.
country. I am
Stephanie.
country, but 40 minutes down the road where she leave, when I heard about it, I said something don't add up. I got a feeling something is not right. And deep down in my heart, yes, I don't think she did it herself. No, I don't. No, that's my opinion. Everybody's got their opinion, but I tell you what, God's moving. God is moving through this app, through the ones that is sitting here putting their time into being a voice for Micah that lost her voice because of
But Steph, let me tell you something, my dear friend. I met you because of this case on here. You and Robbie Harvey have operated with the utmost integrity, the utmost respect,
Amen.
utmost deliberation of facts that you could possibly give without jeopardizing the case in a tasteful manner. Y'all operated the way that true journalists and true crime reporters need to conduct themselves on this app. I could not be more freaking proud of you, Steph. You deserve every freaking ounce of amazing things that you are getting right now because you worked your tail off. And you did it with the right heart.
She did.
Thank you, friend. You guys are amazing. Everybody in this app is amazing. All of my sweet friends and followers, everybody that I've met along the way is just absolutely amazing. Thank you guys. Hold on just a second. the old sarcoids acting up on me a little bit this weekend. That's okay though. We are going to take deep breaths together and just keep going with it. I appreciate all your sweet words and all of your thoughts, and gosh, I feel like like I just tell stories, right? And I try to tell them how I feel them, and so that's really what I feel like I've done.
I'm going to tell you right now, Steph, though, like, though, when people are doing things disingenuously on this app, when they're doing things for the wrong reasons. And I will tell you right now, from the moment this started, I knew your heart immediately. I knew you cared. And I knew that ultimately this is the day that you wanted to see come to fruition. And but you conducted yourself in the most respectful and the utmost highest regard that anyone could on this app, even with all the flack you took. You took every ounce of it because you didn't forget what our purpose was behind this movement, because her voice got silenced. You were her voice. And I'm just so freaking proud of you. I'm proud of our community. I love all of you guys so freaking much. And I wish I could have been there to play this fundraiser for her family, this benefit, because she touched my heart in a very big way. And I would do anything to be closer to you guys, to give anything I could of my time to see this day come. But man, I'm so glad that this is how the power you have on social media cultivates justice when it's done correctly. And just, I want to say bravo, Steph. Bravo.
Aww. Gosh.
Bravo. Yes. I'm going to second everything she just said.
And third.
Steph has took a lot. You know what? Steph, you got that heart of gold, but you know what? You don't come back. It's like me that makes a video. Somebody's coming attacking Steph. Oh no, I did it. I made the video, and I'm like, why do that? Why do? So Steph, everything that she said is 1,000% true. You just kept it genuine. You kept it right on. You stopped your boutique that you had, and this is what you wanted to do. And
This
you're
whole
doing
entire
it, baby
community,
girl.
y'all
Keep
deserve a
doing
round
it.
of applause. Seriously,
Everybody,
because this is how this happened. Is everybody not giving up on her?
That's right.
It's not just one. It's not just one creator on here. It's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the small ones that don't even get on here and do lives and everything. Like it's everybody that's bringing their thoughts and their comments and into the panel, into lives or whatnot. Like, hey, it's everybody, but you deserve everything that you're getting right now, Steph. God bless
Thank
you, baby.
y'all. Man,
Can I
oh
just step in
man.
a little minute?
Sure, yeah.
I'd like to say thank you, Steph. I'm in the UK, I live in Wales, and a lot of the cases I've seen all the things that you've done, and I want to say we really appreciate it, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't know half of the stories and the awful things that's happened. I'm normally a silent watcher. I don't normally go on lives or anything, but I want to say I really, really appreciate you. And
I love
thank
your
you.
voice. I love everybody from the UK's voice.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, but I
thank
need
you.
you to
I think
narrate a
yours
book
is
for me.
amazing. I really, really do. Isn't it funny? Like, it's 3 a.m. here, and it's probably, I don't know what time it is there, but your accent is absolutely adorable.
Oh, I done my DNA and I'm 80% English.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I know. I feel like I'm an American, but I'm just saying. I'm like, if I came to England, it would be. It's kind of one of those things on my bucket list. I would go.
Yeah.
They actually have websites that super trace your DNA down to the village, and so my husband and I have talked about for years. Our bucket list is to go to all these little villages where our DNA is from, and just take pictures in front of historical things. I think that would be so fun.
I live in the Welsh Hills, so my neighbours are sheep.
Yes.
So I do
Oh,
feel very grateful, but I'm quite a long way from a city or anything like that. But
that's
yeah,
awesome. I love it.
I had no
I
idea
think
that
you're
I had an
incredible.
English
I really
ancestry
do.
either until recently, but I would love to be over there. They're just as fascinated with our accents as we are with theirs.
Yeah. But
Hey,
you know what is
I
lovely? I find that, like I've
ooh,
just said,
she's
we
so
wouldn't normally know over here things that are happening there. And thanks to you, we can help, just if it's sharing something or reposting something. So I think you're doing an incredible job. I just wanted to say that to you, Steph.
Thank you.
see, Steph. See what you're doing, Steph. See what God has put. He's put his a blessing on you, baby, to reach everybody with your country accent. It's got the country accent. But let me tell you, I was at McDonald's y'all the day before yesterday, and the guy had this Australian accent, and I about like melted. I was like, oh, like, can I get your number? But no, I mean, it's the accents for me. But she has a lovely voice from the UK. Yeah, she's
Yeah, I think it's awesome.
I love listening to them.
It's like you could just get on your
It's
pillow
soothing.
and fall
Yeah, it's.
asleep to them reading you a story.
I mean, her voice is very soothing, and I'm loud and all country and everything. But anyway, oh, Lord, Steph, I am so proud of you, girlfriend. You're
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
You're like a bridge in the true crime community that we need right now because people don't know how to work together anymore. And being able to come in and
Amen to
ask
that.
you to stream the coverage and you say yes was a huge deal. And I set everybody over to you. But honestly, seriously, thank you for that. We do need that. So again, seriously, we appreciate you here.
Thank you.
Steph,
Hmm.
your work, Robbie's work, Guru's work, and Courtney doesn't go unnoticed. You guys are amazing. And I know I said it in the chat, but I don't know if you said it because you got so many people. But I wanted to come up and say that to you. I watch you since probably day one. No, before even the Micah Miller case. I started watching you. And I got to meet Guru in person, and he's amazing. I will continue following you, but as soon as I can get my iPhone to accept my credit card, it locked it out a long time ago, and I'm still having problems with it. I am going to subscribe to you. I'm just waiting to be able to
Oh,
subscribe to you.
oh. Well, you being here and taking the time to speak and come up on the panel is priceless to me. And so don't worry about things like that. People can do what they can do, and if you being here, if that's what you can do, then I am forever, forever, forever grateful for that. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And they don't have to send me. It's not a big deal. I want to be able to subscribe to you. And I do support real people, real true crime people, not the fake ones. I've subscribed to Robbie because it goes through Google. It works through Google, but it does not work through my iPhone because the iPhone blocked my account months ago. But as soon as I can get it figured out, I was going to ask Guru if he knew how to do it, but I'm not going to I'll message him later. But
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know that, and I'm going to let somebody else come up.
All right.
And
Thank
have a good
you.
night. And I
Thank
love
you.
that green on you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Hi,
Bye.
Steph.
It's Princess Paula
Princess
from
Paula
across
in
the
the
pond.
house.
How are you?
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here because it's just gone 3 o'clock here.
I
But
know. We just had another
I saw you
one of
on.
your neighbors come up on the panel and say it was 3 a.m. where she's at over there.
Yeah, I briefly heard. I thought, oh, sounds like a British accent there. What's going on? So,
Oh
are
my
you having a nice
goodness.
evening?
Yes. Isn't it been a crazy last few days?
Yeah, crazy. crazy, but so satisfying.
Yeah, no, it's just wow. So I'm just taken back by the last few days and everybody that is coming together right now to talk about the reignition. Not that it went out, but the refiring of justice for Micah, and what this might mean for DV victims who are in the situation and who might face this situation in the future. What an amazing staple for the last few days of folks, for the folks who have stood up for Micah since the beginning.
Yeah. It's a well-deserved major step to justice, hopefully. Yeah. Let's hope we're not going to be disappointed after all this, Steph. I truly hope not.
Wow, NC Country. Her saying that just triggered what I was going to talk to you about 30 minutes ago. Welcome to 50 years old. But, okay, what I wanted to talk about was the FBI statistics. Okay, the stats for the FBI, I wanted to bring this up. We talked about yesterday the conviction rate being about 97% for the FBI, but the main reason for this is because most of the people don't even go to trial because they know they're probably going to lose. So they will go ahead and put in an offer, write a plea deal, and go ahead and we're talking about, for the exception of people like Diddy, whose crimes are so atrocious that he has to be held in confinement. We are talking about him being the exception, of course, because it's so massive. I mean, you know, from the part of a billionaire, but those stats are still amazing, because what that is saying is if they take the time to get a court order and come to your house, chances are you are not going to be a part of the 3% that do not get convicted by the FBI, but that it's so well done that you're probably going to go ahead and plea out, because it's not even going to be a fight once you get there. So putting that out there, what do you think, panel, and you in the comments as well, do you think John Paul Miller will take a plea deal, or will he take his chances in court?
I don't think he'll do either, honestly. I think he'll run.
See, I'm over here studying. Like, what about the airplane? Like y'all were tracking something. Well, who, what, when, where? I see. I wasn't on here last night. What is going on with what was it with the airplane? And supposedly, if okay,
this was today's flight, by the way.
but he was at Starbucks when they raided his house.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he just happened to leave a few minutes before they arrived to run out to the old Starbucks.
Oh, he had to get him a macchiato or whatever, grande macchi, whatever. You know, I don't know. But anyway, I'm just making jokes. So,
Oh, so sorry.
No, it's okay. Steph asked a question, but I'm over here. I'm in between, because if he knows how many years he could be convicted, how many years they can convict him for, or whatever, put him behind, whatever. I'm scared to say things on here that I don't get Hernandez. Either he's gonna, like, oh well, if I'm gonna get this, then I'm gonna take the plea. But if not, then I'm gonna be like he already is, and I'm gonna fight it, because he thinks he's got everybody on his side, like all the law and everything. Like he's not, like he's a special person, like,
Right.
but he's not.
Right.
He's just like anybody else. Look at, like you say, Diddy. I'm not all up in that case or whatever. I just see what's on TikTok or the tiki talker. But anyway, I don't know, Steph. He's gonna do either or, run. I don't know. I'm I
Can
don't
we
know.
spin this
I
around
mean,
on you, Steph, and ask your opinion? I'd love to hear what you think.
I think he's going to go to court.
Oh, see that? Yeah,
he
because
loves going to
he thinks,
court.
yeah, like he's invisible. Like he's this person. Like he's not just like, oh, I'm just I can walk up in the courthouse and the judge is like, they're not gonna do nothing to me. No, baby doll, no, that ain't how it works. But
Here's
then
one.
y'all, I don't know.
Can I
think
just say, very quickly that we've reached 155,000 likes, folks. That is insanely. So you know what to do. We can't really say the word anymore, but you know what to do on the screen to make them little heart things come up. And let's get some folks in here. There are 493 souls in the room, which is crazy. Tonight's live goal is 10. I love you hearts. In case you want to throw one, please do so. Hold on a minute. I hate these earphones are too big.
Mm.
And I've got
You
them
and
down
your
as far as they
earphones, Steph.
go. I got like a little bitty head, like one of those people on Beetlejuice.
Steph.
I seen a comment. Somebody made good thing. Federal court's different than regular court. So, but my thing is,
Right.
okay. So, Steph, this is the FBI going in and getting the evidence. So, the evidence that the FBI get is that they gathered, and they're going to go through, cipher through. We don't know how long that's going to take. So,
Yeah.
is it going to go through the federal court, or is it? I'm confused because I don't know how it all works.
Well, first they would have to have sufficient evidence, enough so, which they obviously had, for the court to order
Right.
the raid. And now it's federal. No charges have been filed. It's still an investigation. So in much the same way, think about Diddy last March or whenever it was they done the raid. And then he had to basically, he came to New York to turn himself in. They surprised him a day early because he was a flight risk. But it will get to that point where they'll say, listen, you can go ahead and turn yourself in. If they feel like their evidence is warranted enough to file charges, you see, it's kind of like an investigative mode right now. But it's just such a big deal when the FBI shows up because federal resources are spent on things that they feel like they're going to get a conviction on, right?
Right. The FBI just don't just roll in like off like, oh, let's just roll in and do this. No, that's a big ordeal for FBI to come in. But also, I was seeing that or the Regina, the lawyer, Micah's like, was she actually at the home when they raided the home?
Nobody was there.
Let's debunk that little thing there. That's okay. Yeah, I was questioning that. Like, why would she even be there? I didn't get that.
Mm.
There's a lot of resources that when you put the FBI, the FBI's going in to do all that. There's probable. You gotta have probable cause. Uh-oh.
Cajun Honey says he thinks he's untouchable. It's everyone
Yeah.
else, not him. I think that's the best way to put it,
Exactly.
in my opinion. So let me try to explain kind of the difference between, in simple terms. So if you are arrested, okay, hold on, let me reword this. If the state comes after you, the state versus, okay, basically you will get arrested and then the state will try to prove their case, right? in a federal
Right.
sense, they prove their case, and then you get arrested.
Yep.
Because Steph, just
Mm-hmm.
just to backtrack to the events of yesterday, according to this, I don't know if you saw, I read it in the Post and Courier actually, but according to Mr. Blair, the neighbour who spoke up, first of all, apparently he left about an hour before they arrived. So, and I believe they arrived about 10 a.m. Was it for 4 hours they were there?
Yes, yeah. About
Yeah.
5 hours, yeah.
But according to him,
I left at 9:45 a.m. and his truck was sitting there.
oh right, okay. So it's obviously later then. But what I'm trying to say is, according to this guy, which it didn't seem to come up there, I don't think we saw any evidence of it. The police, the FBI were actually armed and was supposed to have said out loud, "Come out with your hands up."
They did.
And they did, okay. And obviously it wasn't there, I know, but we didn't actually get to witness any of that then, or...
Isn't that funny? You know, I've been thinking about that all day, Princess Paula, on and off. I'm thinking, wouldn't have that been a sight if they had arrived and he had been there and they would have said, "Come out with your hands up."
And he had to do it.
And he had to do it, and it would have been on camera, most likely. So isn't that so funny?
Dramatic. And it shows how serious they are.
I mean, homegirl had I ain't gonna say what kind, had a pew pew strapped on her, and I'm like, oh, but he wasn't even there. How did they get in the house? Did they keep the door in? The garage? They got the garage door open. I'm confused. I'm just so confused.
I don't know.
They tend to
FBI
have...
can
Sorry, they tend to have special tools, I think, don't they, to be able to do that?
Well, JP, when he leaves the house, he normally leaves his garage door open, probably about 60 to 70% of the time. And if he's just running right up the street and back for a coffee, he would have left it open. And you can see during Robbie's video, them out there screaming, his garage door is open at the time.
Yeah,
so that was Robbie doing the I seen a clip. Because look, y'all, when I seen that, I just clicked, the bar down there, and I come up on videos, and I was watching. I said, oh God, I missed a lot. And then I'm trying to catch up, and I was like, I just get Steph's live and listen to her and find out what's going on.
Just to pick up on what Guru just said, presumably, if he'd been tipped off, which it looks as if, definitely he was, then it's kind of unlike him to miss a detail of locking up the garage, right? But then he probably thought, what's the point? Because they'll break it down anyway if they need to. But I think the fact that he was sort of found and not held down, but held down in a sort of by words rather than physically, presumably at a Starbucks, is just hilarious, really. It's like,
I wonder how because they found him at the Starbucks and they questioned him there pretty quickly. I wonder how they found out he was there so quickly.
So I sent Jay up to check on that truck that the police were at. As Jay was coming up the road right there at the Cash and Dash or whatever it's called, where Grab and Go. I'm sorry. They were several unmarked officers parked right there, which is the back entrance into our neighborhood. As he went up at the Journey Church and at Starbucks, there were more undercover officers parked there. And then across the street at the light at the Mexican restaurant, there were undercover officers parked there. So and Jay was on the phone with me, freaking out. He's like, "There's so many undercover officers out here. I don't know what's going on." And just a few minutes later, they all zoomed in there. So they basically had the only two entrances to our neighborhood covered as far as him coming out of there. So they knew where he was at when he come out.
Is that group? Is that group? Yeah. Is that him talking?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, listen. You know what? I was reading comments. You know what, y'all? yeah, the FBI, because I watch all these shows on TV, but the FBI can know exactly where you are when you don't think they know where you are. That's my opinion. They're a little bit more investigative than the county and the city police or whatever. I think that, yeah, the FBI probably was watching him
I'm
and
sure they
did
could
what they.
track his phone.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Track his phone, everything, because the world we live in now, everybody they know with the cell phones and everything.
Mm,
Everybody be listening and everything. You got to be careful. But anyway, yeah, I think the FBI probably was watching him, but did he get tipped off to like go ahead and leave your house and go to Starbucks and get
yeah.
you a mochaccino, grande, whatever, a coffee or cake pops or whatever them things is. But anyway, hmm,
But
why did he
Can
leave?
can somebody, a mod in the chat? I'm seeing. Are y'all talking about Crystal that was just up on the panel? I keep seeing that somebody probably. And what happens is it's moving so fast that she probably got accidentally clicked on accident and blocked. So if I have a mod in here, if you wouldn't mind to look at that list and see if you can undo that, if you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate that.
So I had a thought.
Yes.
Do you think that JP could handle his reputation being shattered? He goes on for all these years putting on this facade so that he essentially probably even believes it himself. So if it does all come crumbling down, you think he has the strength to even go through the courts for that? If you know what I mean?
I
Hey,
feel like he thinks he's invincible.
hey, Steph.
Yes.
I had a thought. Sorry to interrupt. Sorry, is it Michelle? I'm
Yes.
trying to see with my I'm with glasses as well, Steph. So, what I thought of was this information to do with the church name change, but also the fact, as I said, he's written in. If anything was to happen to do with the church, is to go to Charles Randall. I'm just thinking, did he just absolutely know that this was coming? Not just a few minutes before it happened, if you see what I'm saying. I mean, he signed that thing on the 17th of October, right?
Yep.
I'm going to
So,
drop down, Steph. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for everything.
Steph, I just wanted to say something quick and then I'll drop down. Remember I told you yesterday I was having lunch with a retired FBI agent when all this was going down.
Yes.
He told me two things. He said, number one, he was picked up at Starbucks so quickly because he's being watched. He said they know where he is at all times. When they're getting this deep into an investigation, they know where he is. He's not going to be able to run. They are watching everything he's doing. And they knew when he left that house, which is how they got him at Starbucks so quickly. And they went to his house with guns drawn because they didn't know where she was. They didn't know if somebody else, if her or somebody else may have been in the house.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
that's why they did what they did. But they know where he is. So people saying he's going to run, he's going to get on a plane. At this stage of this investigation, he's not going anywhere.
I feel
They
the
are
same.
watching every move. And they said they wouldn't be surprised if there aren't people in the neighborhood who are allowing the FBI to use their homes as surveillance. So
Thanks, Kelly. I was going to say, I think the FBI was completely watching him.
oh, absolutely. They're watching everything.
Every
Everything.
move you make.
but what I find so interesting is how much ahead of it did he know? I mean, this whole thing of signing the church off to Charles Randall in case something happens, it just speaks volumes to me. I think he
I
knew
think
it.
he just thinks he's being slick. He thinks he's so much smarter than everybody else.
Like he's
You know?
invisible. Like
Yeah.
He's an invisible person, and no, the law can't get me because I was. He ain't a pastor in my thoughts, my opinion. But yeah, just
No.
because. And
Yeah.
the name of the church being changed. Come on, man.
Ironically, to Living
Yeah,
Waters. Come
ironically.
on. Come on.
It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out everything that he's doing,
No.
what he's doing to cover his tracks. But the FBI can follow your tracks. Then they gonna follow it, and guess what? Then that's what happened.
Mm.
And my friend was in the chat yesterday when her mom was here. Her mom was on and talking about the blood pooling to her back and that none of that was discovered and all that stuff. He said she really, really should go after the local authorities on that. He said that is just, I mean, if a family can gather that information and see the bruising and see all that stuff, he said that's definitely a cover up. That's definitely, he's paying people off.
Oh, it definitely was.
Yeah, he said she definitely should get herself an attorney and go after that whole aspect when this is all said and done, because that's just ridiculous.
But
Hey, Steph.
what I found really upsetting was that he then went on, even, you know, he had complete control over Micah even after her DTH, and was blackmailing the family to the point they couldn't see her if they didn't agree to her cremation. Then he had the nerve to come out in that first interview and say, "Oh, that's what we wanted. That's what she wanted. We both wanted to be." No. I don't believe that's true for 1 minute.
No, because he paid off all these people
Exactly.
to get, but there has to be photographs of her remains when they took it out of the water.
Yeah.
There's I mean, they automatically do that. So there's got to be, some sort of physical evidence other than what the family took. What happened to it? I mean, that's normal police protocol.
And the fact that there wasn't a full autopsy, I mean, it just all screams. And he just
Cover up.
wanted her
Yeah.
cremated as soon as possible, you know?
Yep. Absolutely.
Hey,
But
Steph.
Hi, Crystal.
I'm sorry, ladies. I know you guys were talking. I don't know what happened, but what I was doing, I referenced you as when you was talking about your head was small like the guy on Beetlejuice. I said, and I was saying his name, and somebody booted me out and blocked me now, but I can't comment anymore on your live. That's why I came up here.
Oh.
But I wanted to apologize. I don't know who banned me or not out of there, but I just figured I'd let you know.
Miss Crystal just went out the box, like just disappeared. And she was talking about Beetlejuice.
All right, thank you for unmuting me.
Oh, no, it's I'm trying to figure out why you can't comment in the comments, though.
Well, now I can. You just got unmuted.
Oh, somebody missed it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
When you ban somebody and mute them. I guess one of your mods thought I was spamming, but I wasn't. I was just trying to give you the name, who it was that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I apologize.
That's okay. No problem.
And two of my friends came in here telling you, but I was crying. I'm like, what did I do wrong?
It goes so fast. I think somebody said it was an accident because what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop the chat and then trying to find the thing, and then more chat, more messages are trying, and it's a mess because, yeah.
I noticed you got some ignorant ones in there, but no, I wasn't being mean about it. I was just giving the name because you said the guy from Beetlejuice, and I just said Bob.
It was Bob. That's right.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
And then I got banned and kicked out. I'm like, oh my gosh, and I couldn't even bring you up to try and get a hold of you. They banned me, blocked me and everything. So I figured I'd get a hold of a couple of my friends to come in here and let you know that somebody banned me.
It worked. I saw. Well, what happens is once one or two comments get up there, then other people were like, "Hey, did you see that?" And then the other people were like, "Hey, did you see the people that were talking about? Did you see that?" And then you start seeing, and then that's how you get your.
Stop the comments help me.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I appreciate it, and I am sorry.
That's all right. Thank you.
Alrighty. Bye.
I do have one question that I'm curious about. And if you don't know the answer, I could possibly find out tomorrow. Um, but when the FBI seals that warrant, are they sealing the contents of the warrant? I know that's sealed. We know the contents of the warrant is sealed, but is the actual what they are investigating, is that sealed as well with
So
that?
the warrant's not sealed. What's sealed is the affidavit for the warrant. The warrant
Okay.
states what they can collect and what they can't, and what areas they can go into and what they can't. So that part's not sealed. Only the affidavit is sealed.
So there was absolutely no when it was released of what they were actually investigating, that was not criminal as it has been implied.
There's no way of knowing because the affidavit that they had to give to the court to get the warrant to get one out of the home, that part is sealed. So there's no way to know exactly what type of charges they are.
Okay. I didn't know if they released that part of it or
No,
not.
because
No,
even
I talked to the agent as I was leaving
Okay.
yesterday, and he said I would contact Kevin at the Columbia office. And of course I did, and he didn't want to give any information about anything. So
Okay. Yes.
yeah, because
I
apparently
understand.
even his attorney doesn't know, hasn't got a clue what's going. Mind you, hasn't got much of a clue most of the time, to be honest. I forget his name now. The one who looks like a used car salesman.
Russell B. Long.
That's the one.
that's like one too.
If I may be so self-indulgent as to make that remark.
He does look like that. He spells like one too.
Yeah, but he's saying he's got no clue what it's about. So,
Oh my goodness. Okay, we are
I did
we
have
reached can I just bring this up that we are at 200,000 likes. Holy camole. That's amazing, you guys. That it really puts me in awe every single time. We have 625 souls in the room. Today's live goal is 10 I love you hearts. So I will pin that in case you would like to send a heart or two. If you look right above Greta there on the panel, if you see a blue little bitty banner that says podcast on live, I'll show you what it looks like. You can click that and you can scroll down and you will be able to see me right above there. Maybe, and it's not for everybody, and you might have to scroll. You can scroll through the little banners, but right at the top there's a little button there that says podcast on live, and when you click that, you will scroll down and you will see me there, but you will see a few other content creators, and these are folks on my team. So make sure you go give them a follow, and let's. I have no idea why my nose is itching so bad tonight, and it's so red. And I don't know why. It looks like I've been blowing my nose, but it's so itchy. Anyway, so make sure you support them, support me, supporting you, supporting us. Go ahead, panel.
I just wanted to share a personal. I'm sorry, Chastity.
Hold
Go
on,
ahead,
honey,
Greg.
just real quick, and I'm gonna hop down because I'm modding the chat. I just wanted to hop up real quick and apologize to the lady that came up. I'm the one who did that because I thought it was spam. So I apologize. I went in and fixed it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Like I said, I thought she was spamming the chat. So that's why it happened. My
Aw.
apologies.
That's okay, Chastity. I appreciate you taking the time to even help me. Everybody
know.
that's taken their Saturday night to come in here to help me with the chat. What? Like, you guys are amazing. That's time out of your life you'll never get back, and you're choosing to spend it to help me. So I'm sure she understands, and everybody understands, and it's okay.
I know. I just wanted to apologize. Like I said, that's why it happened, and it is going by quick. So I'm trying to catch things and whatnot. So, just wanted to apologize, but love y'all.
Love you back, Chastity. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
We reached the goal, you guys. Thank you so much. I'll do another little fun one here. Let's do something fun. Something little. I know this is going to go berserko, but it's so fun. Let's do a 100 friendship necklaces because we're all friends. Ashley is out there with her wife and her friends celebrating the night, tapping into true crime. Isn't that amazing?
Anything for you, but I just wanted to come in and say real quick, I'm wearing my Justice for Micah shirt today because we got the good news.
Yes.
We got the good news.
Yes.
But I just wanted to come in and say, to elaborate further on that, either that was the shittiest police work I've ever seen, the shittiest report on a medical examiner's part, because every DEA agent, every homicide detective, everybody I know in law enforcement was like, there ain't no way. Ain't no way. So it was red flag from the beginning. But you know what? We kept the face strong, and this is what happens, man. I love you, Steph. I'm going to go, but I just want to tell you I love you, and I support you, and come and tell you hi.
I love you back. Have a great time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
Yes.
I was going to share, I see people in the chat saying things about they weren't looking for this. That's not what they were looking for. It was financial. I said, I know no one knows. But, excuse me, for personal experience, several years ago, I had dealings with the FBI. I had a 1 minute interaction with someone, red flags went off, did a little dive into it. There was a federal warrant out for this person's arrest. So I contacted someone I know within the FBI, and the city that the gentleman was arrested in the law enforcement there didn't even know what was going on. The FBI did not. I mean, they communicated basic information with them, but they don't even tell like how this came about, who told. My information was protected, and I don't think people understand unless you're friends with FBI agents or you've dealt with them, just how quietly they operate. Their wives don't know things, their spouses, there's things their spouses don't know. They are very good secret keepers. And, I very seriously doubt that anybody in the Myrtle Beach Police Department really even knows what is going on. I know they were there yesterday, but they probably don't know the reasons why. Just because how I've seen them operate when I had to deal with them or when I worked through with them versus, how city works. The city's more open record where the FBI is very tight-lipped. And they can be because their rules are different than the local state. So, I know people are saying that it's this and it's that, but somebody said that it was financial. Nobody knows that except for those agents.
Right.
And, trying to guess that is just saying it's financial is just trying, I think, to spin the narrative even more.
Courtney, so since I have seen a post from today, are you talking about, is this like super recent? Hey, Tumblers by Teresa. Well, the best thing I can say is there's a playlist with on my page. If you'll go look for 60 plus videos on Justice for Micah, and so you can go there and catch up. Okay, I did. Okay, yes, I did see that. And let me just say, I think that person who posted that is trying a new fear tactic / diversion. I think that person has not even left their own city because I just don't think they have. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sorry I had to laugh with you, Steph, on that one. You're right. I agree. No, I agree with you on your opinion on
Yeah.
that. It's ridiculous.
No. What did Dr. Leslie say? She talking about her 10 seconds on Nancy Grace again?
Oh, my gosh. I got it. Can I laugh, y'all? I'm gonna laugh.
I mean, it was basically, and we go now out to Dr. Leslie Dobson, a renowned forensic psychologist. Dr. Leslie, what do you think? Well, Nancy, I think that the case is, thank you, Leslie, for your opinion. It was that quick. And then Leslie was like, did y'all see me on Nancy Grace?
You just made Courtney pee on herself laughing so hard.
I'm up here holding on.
It's so
She was
true.
snorting like that too.
Okay, I'll laugh.
I'm telling you guys, we need sleep.
I do.
Oh my gosh.
But Steph, because I'm sure that was an excellent impersonation, but I really don't know this. I don't know her. I don't know this character. Who is she anyway? And
Nancy
who
Grace.
is this True Crime Re? And what is their game?
Oh my goodness. Are you talking about Nancy Grace or
Dr. Leslie?
Dr. Leslie? Lord today. I don't know. She's a forensic psychologist who lives in a big old fancy house in California. And she just got involved one day. Her and True Crime Re are friends. From what I understand, I don't know how they're connected other than this app. You know, that's for them to know and for me not to care about.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just one of those things. I had never heard of her at all. And then one day I get tagged that she has posted, if you F with Ree, you F with me. And I'm like, who are you? First of all, let's get past that point and then we'll see. Oh my goodness.
They obviously live in their own world, Steph. And all this ridiculousness with Ree's got a bodyguard. I don't know. I can't remember what his name is even now. The big guy of colour, basically.
What was his name?
What? Did you see that? Marie had a
What was that?
We're done. We've had it. Okay. Homie. That's it. That was the name.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to be politically correct, but all I can see is they live in a world of their own, which is different from our
Yeah.
own. You know?
Yeah. No kidding about that.
Oh, Big
Somebody was
Homie.
saying that.
Big Homie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd never heard of him, and apparently he's nobody's bodyguard. He's just kind of a little bit famous on the Big YT, but that's all I know about that person.
Oh. So there isn't any connection to P. Diddy, Steph?
I don't know.
Which he claims.
Yeah, I mean, it's his life. I don't know. That wouldn't be anything I'd be claiming.
No.
But it's to each his own. You know what I mean?
They went and bought that baby oil. I'm sorry. Anyway, I want to say something about the true crime Ree and that whatever her other person. I've been in other lives and I remain neutral. I don't take sides with nobody out. Now I take up for Steph because I love Steph and she's just I love her. Don't talk about her. Don't put videos out there because I will. Yeah, I did what I did. But anyway, what is it I seen in the comments that I did see in your comments? I'm reading while I'm muting myself. I'm reading, and they say a certain another TikToker texted JP and or one TikToker on it, like several. They know who True Crime Re is because they've talked to him. My thing is, well, if you talk to them, well, why don't you just say where they from and just bring it on out and clear the air? Because everybody's wondering. Well, not everybody, but I'm over here wondering. My mind's wondering, well, if you talk to them, everybody's wanting to know who this person is because they never show their face in a panel. When they
Right.
in the live, they will never show their face. And Steph, you know who I'm talking about, probably, but I don't get it. I
Do you
don't
mind if I ask a
understand it.
question really quick? Do you mind if
Sure
I ask a
can.
question? So I'm on I've been following that case with JP, and I just want to know why does everyone assume that he's guilty?
Well, we're not so much assuming that he's guilty as much as we are discussing why he may be. So I think there's a difference in topic of discussion and analytical thinking versus just naming someone as guilty.
So I want to ask you something because you seem very smart. If he did do it, he had something to do with it, but he was smart enough to cover his trail. He deserves to get away with it, huh?
Oh, God.
No.
No.
If he's smart enough to trick the feds, he deserves to get away.
Oh,
Thank you, because I would have been gotten entered. I would have gotten entered.
What?
I would have gotten entered. Thank you. Goodbye.
Smart enough to trick the feds. I thought they were just at his house.
They
25
were.
plus of them.
It don't look like it. Nobody tricked the feds there, old Ken.
Obviously, one of Spidey's mates.
That's a fly monkey.
Is there a full moon out? Hold on. No, I can't see.
I
didn't look, but I think
it's them trying so hard with damage control and failing miserably.
He's wanting. Okay. So Ken's wanting back up on the panel.
Oh God.
What could he possibly come up here to say? Who is Ken?
Fan.
Where has Ken been the last 6 months?
Ken's a Diddy fan.
He's gone to buy the baby oil.
He said if he could get by with the feds, so he's pretty much saying if Duke could get by with the feds, I mean, ain't he? Kind of.
I'm in shock. Like that was the last thing. The thing is I saw that Ken was a gifter, and I was like, okay, somebody sent me a few roses. They probably are okay. But I was fooled. Okay.
Oh, let's hear him out. Let's hear him
Yeah, I'm
out.
gonna
Oh,
mute myself.
God.
Somebody said he was friends with JP.
More than likely.
Uh-oh.
In the
They're
chat.
saying
I
let him
don't
up. I don't know. I'm gonna let you. Let's do a poll, and I will say, do we let Ken up to the panel to speak his piece?
Put a 1 or a 2, Steph. Tell them to put a 1 yes, put a 2 no.
Let me make a for real poll here, and they can answer. Let Ken up, yes or no?
It's a 2 from me.
There's the panel. I'm sorry. There's the poll. Ken is in waiting. It's a 2-minute poll. I will let the results of the poll tell me on whether or not to let Ken up. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm going to leave it up to y'all. You all run the show here.
Steph, the question is, does the guy even know what the case is about? Does he know what's happened? Does
Probably
he
not.
actually know what's happened?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Just now, his finger will be on the kick out button.
We can always, you can always let him up and kick him out.
Yeah.
Just have your finger on the kick out button and be ready.
Oh, the poll is up here. Follow my fingers. There's a little blue thing right there, and you just click it. It's like a little blue clipboard. You can just click
None
it.
of us on the panel, though, can do that. Just the people in the comments.
Okay. He doesn't know too much if he thinks JP fooled the FBI.
Steph, you know what? Let him up. Let him say what he needs to say, and then just let him talk. But let Guru, answer some questions if he has some. You and Guru answer those questions because y'all know about the case. Because maybe he doesn't really understand the case.
Yeah, but Steph, anyone who goes by the principle, if you can get away with it, what's wrong with that? And also, this reminds me, have you ever seen that film, Let the Right One In?
No, but I've seen Catch Me If You Can, and I'm getting the Leonardo DiCaprio vibes right now from Good
I've
Old
seen
Ken.
that one.
So 74.46% of you said to let him up.
Yeah, go Steph. Do it.
Listen, the show is due to end at midnight. Ken, I will give you the last 5 minutes of the show to state your case. Please be respectful.
So check this out. I'll keep it short and concise. Someone just questioned if I know anything about the case. I've been following this case closely for about 6 months now. I think May or June is when it first came out. And all I'm saying, I'm not saying JP did it, and I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not saying he didn't do it. I'm just saying that you guys, a lot of people, because I watch a lot of true crime podcasts, and a lot of people automatically assume that he's guilty. Do you guys know this? The girl, she was going through some real stuff, guys. So it's not
Here we
out of the
go.
question. It's not out of the question that she pewed herself in the head. That's very possible that could have happened. But I will say this: JP could very well be guilty. My only thing is this: the way that it's set up, if he is guilty, I had to tip my hat to his intelligence. If because at the end of the day, he set it up to where it looks like she pewed herself in the head. That's how it looks to me.
Even if
So
she did,
Ken,
even if she
Ken,
did
wait,
do that to herself.
whoa, Ken, whoa.
but
I'm a
guys, did you guys know that she bought a
Hold
gun?
on. Here's the
Wait,
rules.
did you
One at
guys
a
know that she
time.
bought? Did you guys know that she bought a pew herself? Like I forget that. I don't know if it was like a week or 2 weeks ahead
Oh,
of time,
dear.
but she was on video buying a firearm.
Okay, but
Guru,
even
go.
if she did do that to herself, even if she did do it to herself, he played a role into driving her to that point
Absolutely.
with the abuse and everything else. So he still has a part in it. So he has no props for anything.
So Myrtle Beach, let me ask you this: should if that's the case, should he be held accountable for that?
Yes, he should be
Yes.
held accountable for every bit
Yes.
of his actions.
So
If
if
he
I
was,
drive if I drive someone not indirectly, if I drive someone indirectly to pew pew themselves, I should be held accountable when they did it to themselves.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's
Okay.
all right. So
So
like,
listen, no, let's go down that rabbit trail. Let's go down that rabbit. How much
okay,
time do
we
you
don't have
think?
to. I'll explain it to you real easily. So here in the state of South Carolina, let's say you give me some drugs and I die from those drugs. You are held accountable for giving me those drugs, even though I took them and I died from them. You are held accountable for it, and you will be charged with my murder.
All right, so let our Myrtle Beach. If you were to cheat on your girlfriend and it made her very upset and she ended up pew pewing herself, you should be held accountable.
Ugh.
Because well,
See,
Ken, what you're comparing is it doesn't even make any sense because it wasn't.
There's no abuse
You're
there.
trying to build it into a single incident, an example of well, if your girlfriend da 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 times 10 years every day. The magnitude on what you're trying to dilute this to don't even touch the amount that she went through.
Okay, that's fair because at the end of the day,
Hey, are you Charles Randall's nephew?
I'm sorry,
Are you Charles Randall's nephew?
I don't even know who that is.
Steph, may I?
All I'm
May I?
saying, I'm just advocating for this guy, this poor guy, JP, this poor man.
Poor
He's been
guy.
getting,
Oh God!
he's been
No, no, I
Oh.
can't listen to this anymore.
he's been getting attacked for the last 6 months.
Oh.
Who
God bless
let
you.
him off the panel? I said, come on.
I
Now,
knew
come
it was a
on.
mistake.
Oh.
Ken.
I didn't.
Ken, will you follow me and inbox me, DM me, because honey, I will give you my number and I'm gonna tell you what I think about your little whatever you got in your head up yonder. But I'm gonna bring you back down to earth, okay? I want him, please follow me.
Yeah.
I want him to follow me. I didn't follow him while he was in the box.
Steph.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Hold on. Ken, it's midnight. So we are not going to settle this, and I'm not here to convince you. But what I would ask you to do before you come back on my next panel is this. Go to my page and go to the playlist, Justice for Micah. There's over 60 different videos. Start with video number 1. And I know that you've been keeping up with this for 6 months, but clearly not you don't see everything, because there's no way that you could not see that this lady deserves justice just based on the factual evidence that we've seen on black and white paper in court itself from the back and forth text messages, not even counting what the FBI may or may not have. Now, the FBI, he's not been convicted or charged with anything yet. But if you were in my live earlier, you would have heard that I would explain that when the state comes for you, they arrest you, then they try you, then they try to prove their case. The FBI proves it, then they come for you. So if they came to his house, they have something on him so horrible that no matter which way you slice it, he needs to be held accountable.
So, Steph, the only thing that I saw about this JP case that was questionable, I saw a picture someone took of him in I think it was like at a coffee shop like a week later with some other random chick, right?
It wasn't a week later.
Yeah, it wasn't a random chick either.
It was a girl from the church,
a couple
I
of
think.
days later.
Yeah,
It was a couple of days later. It was a girl that he was cheating with his wife.
Yeah, so I saw that and that made me think. But my point is this: he hasn't been proved guilty. Let's ease off on him a little bit.
Ken,
Steph,
Ken.
That's your
can I just
opinion.
please say something, Steph? I want to say
Sure.
something to Ken. He talks about Spidey, as I refer to him, being so intelligent. You forget the major part, which is called evil. Are you suggesting that anybody, if they're intelligent enough to get away with the crime, you're going to give them kudos? It doesn't matter what the crime was. It doesn't matter what harm. And when I talk about harm, it could be from this to this point
So Princess,
on the scale. You know, you don't care about good and evil. You just
if
care
I can
about
answer that,
what you can get away with.
all right, let me answer that. All right, so you sound like you're from the UK. So in the United States of America, just like how Steph was saying, when the FBI comes for you, they already have a case
Yeah,
file.
I'm aware of all of
So
that, but
so so my point is this: it's been 6 months and he's still out. He hasn't been convicted of anything. So all I'm saying
It's
is this.
only been 6 months. It took 30 years to get Diddy in jail.
So
Thank you. Thank you.
and so if we're talking, I just want to let you guys know this right now. Diddy's gonna get away with. He's
Okay.
innocent.
No, he's
Oh
not.
my
no,
God.
he's
He's
not.
innocent.
Go
Okay.
look at Steph's
What? Okay,
house.
bye. That's enough.
He won't.
Oh, no.
Hey, Steph.
Mm-hmm.
Listen though. He said that she got that a week before. So how much has he really watched the case? Because it was the day of, supposedly. So
He hasn't.
he needs to grow up and act like he really, really seen this case. He didn't see this case. He's lying.
He's blowing smoke out of his, you know what?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But all I know is I'm going to the bed.
Yeah.
You guys...
look, time changes, baby, honey. It goes an hour behind. We still at 11:04 right now, really.
Oh, Stephanie's clock is shutting down.
Steph said, I don't give a crap. I'm leaving. Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
My clock
Good
shut
night,
down about
everyone.
2 hours ago, Steph.
Oh my goodness.
Good night, everyone.
Can I ask one more question that has been waiting? I want to ask Ms. Guru. What about at the pool thing, the pool where the husband whatever, was that really that happened? Like all that was true? Yeah.
Yes, Steph was in my live last night.
Well,
Yes.
I just got on tonight, and I was seeing I went down the hole, and I was like, I'm just gonna go in our live. So, thank you for yeah. That's come on. I mean, if you ain't got common sense, where is it? I mean, they at that place. Who is supposedly JP's girlfriend's ex-husband's, and okay, all right. And then
Somebody in the comments wanted to know what, yes, thank you for answering that. What he said before, what caused him to finally get kicked off the panel. Diddy is innocent. Sleep on that one. Please know that I love each and every one of you very much. I love this panel. Thank you, panel. Everybody throw some roses and some things and whatever you can to the panel to thank them for their time coming up tonight. We all deserve roses after putting up with Ken, but he made tonight interesting for sure.
That's the truth.
Somebody said Ken ate a peach. Ken has been eating JP's peaches off his tree behind their church there. Somebody's a little tipsy on the peach juice. I'm just saying.
Can somebody tag his name down, because I want him to DM me so we can talk. I want to have a conversation.
Steph, what's the chances that Ken's got a check for $350 in his pocket?
Pretty high.
Just saying.
Pretty high. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for making this another successful Saturday night. You each and every one of you guys being active in the comments and talking about this with one another and creating community. You are making my dreams come true right before my very eyes. I can't even believe it every single day. Monday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I will be back live. I go live Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until noon. On Saturday nights, 10 p.m. until midnight. And tomorrow, I ain't going live at all, honey, unless something goes down. And you know I'm ready to throw down anytime. Make sure you follow me on any social media platform. All you have to do is look for the same username and logo I am on here, obviously. I am on the Big YT, Twitter, X, the Big Book Face, and Scoops with a Z, and Instagram. Wherever you are, there I am too. You guys have a great, blessed night. Thank you for being a part of this weekend's live on podcast. Thank you. Or podcast on, what are they calling it? Let me scroll here. What did they name it, y'all? I done forgot. Podcast on live.
I
That's
don't
it.
know, but I'm
Thank
giving
you.
you. I love
Bye.
you.
I love you back.
Love you,
Good
Stephanie.
night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. See y'all Monday morning unless something goes
Take
down.
care.
Bye.
Bye.